Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. Dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Greetings, adventurers. Welcome to the conclusion, that's right, we have made it, of this year's monthly Patreon Saints game, Escape from Jarl Island. The end of the campaign is here and now. And you know what? I'm happy about it. I'm excited about it because what an adventure it has been. This is part 12, big finale. In our last episode, our players finally climbed aboard the beautiful flagship, the Wolf's Creed, and they encountered one of the Brotherhood's warships. We left our adventure last week. For Christmas, I did this to you. We left you on a cliffhanger like no other, but now it's time to face the explosive, fantastic conclusion. So let's roll that Nat 21 footage. Just saw this comment. Time to break things or to break the DM. Let's do both. Well, speaking of who wants to break both the DM and all of the stuff, let us welcome our fantastic players today. Hello, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas today and every day until the new year.
New dice.
Ooh. Don't be lucky. Don't be lucky. Don't be lucky. Don't be lucky. Nah, this is the end. You can do whatever you want.
I
Yes.
have the power here.
I don't know. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. I was like, what was my big thing that I wanted to let everyone know? Our players are beginning this game with a 21. They earned it last game and have not had a chance to use it yet. So they are starting off strong, final game, with a 21 that they can use at their discretion. Because I guess I'm a masochist? I don't know. Blondie's like,
Don't judge.
No, we're all joking here. We're joking.
All right, so mute BLC Blondie.
But yeah, it's if you guys would like to share a little bit about your holiday, otherwise we can jump right in. It is up to you guys. We're rocking and rolling so far.
I got new games. I'm painting minis.
Ooh. I love you all.
I created a new character for next year, folks.
Yes, actually, let's take 2 minutes. I would love to chat about this real quick. So for those of you who have been with us this whole time, and for those of you who have just joined us recently, this game is on its 12th episode, which means that it has been going for an entire year. This is the conclusion. There's no more Jarl Island after tonight. However, and I was going to say this at the commercial break anyway, but I did want to share that we are, oops, the wrong one. We are going to be starting a new campaign in January, the Underworld. It's going to be so exciting. We have a new player, and you can become a new player too if you would like to sign up and join us. It's going to be so different, but also same vibe because it's our amazing Patreon Saints players. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Let's go. I had a lot of sugar. I was eating cookies before they saw me.
Should we give a teaser of what one of the characters is? What they look
Sure.
like?
Absolutely.
Let me
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because we can like I was saying, we left on a cliffhanger, so goodness knows what this episode's gonna look like. It's so yeah. Oh yeah, Aveline is joining us as well. And you can
I haven't
play.
made mine yet.
All right. I haven't fully written the whole thing yet. I have it ready. I have the first game ready to go, but I got, we're all working on it. We got time. Mm-hmm. Heck yes.
Here's one of next year's new characters.
Yay! And then I don't know if I have access to. This is great. Everyone's so excited for this. Yeah, Eveline, I don't know where I can find yours at the moment to share my screen, but yeah, no, I'm ready to rock, and we will announce the date for that as soon as we know for sure when we're doing it. But in the meantime, we still have one more episode of this adventure, and you guys are on a very fancy ship, and you have it now. Remind me, you have it turned straight forward at the starboard side, flanked by Bracken and Draken, your longboats, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I just whipped up my shape water spell and just rotated the ship where it is and screamed, "Fire!"
All right. Now, for those of you who were not here or do not remember, because there was an entire holiday between then and now, actually 2 different holidays between then and now. 3, was it pre-Yule? I don't know. we last left the captain of the other ship, the Bitter End, as he was returning with his friends, correct? They had walked back over. Is that correct? Or are they still?
No, they're still on the.
They're still on our.
Mhm.
Yeah,
right.
they're on our
All right.
forecastle. Or aft castle. Yeah,
They're aft.
they're aft. They're on the aft castle. up
Yes,
above the
because we had
captain's quarters.
we had them taken all the way to the back. That way, we
That's
could.
right.
I could tell Decius to be prepared with a dragon fire.
All right. All right. You've screamed fire. So I assume that is the cue for our friend Belle Phoebe, who is our gunner, to fire. All right. So just to give you an idea, the gunner actually has a plus D4 to their attack roll. That is the roll of the gunner. So I've got Belle Phoebe's stats right here. And she is going to do, she rolled a 9 plus 4, so that's a 13. And that is for the cannon of Dragonfire. So that's, and that's going to fire against the AC of the Bitter End. So just so you guys are aware, we are doing.
Well, this is our nat 21, is it not?
Oh, you want to use it for that?
One of them can get used up.
Okay. All right, I will accept that. So that 21. But for those of you who are following along, I have little cheat sheets here. Each of these represents a ship. The ships are going to be firing against each other as if they were playable characters. Does that make a little more sense? So that way we can kind of keep track and not have to go through every single crew member in order of initiative unless something specifically is happening to them. So normally what would happen is I would check that against the AC of the ship itself, which is an AC of 15. That would not have hit, but because you are using that 21, not only does it hit, it hits with double damage, which already gets, for those of you who are not aware, Dragonfire, a roll of 15 or higher doubles the damage. And we got a 21, so there you go.
Oh, so it's doubled and doubled?
Hang on. 20 or higher triples it. So that 21 is going to triple it. And let's see what that damage is here. So that is going to be, cannons are 1d10. I'm going to roll that shiny little d10. That is 7 times 3 is 21. A 21 with 21 points of damage against.
That seems like it needs an extra bonus or something. It needs like an extra bonus die if it's 21 on a 21 equaling a 21.
You know, had I thought ahead, I would have added that in, but I had to make this one out of nothing there. So that's a smart idea for next time we use Dragonfire. Lots of Coach Monkey Jerky. Yes. Blow it up.
So
all right.
42 Dragonfire damage to the ship.
So that would be, I already tripled. So it was 1d10. So I got a 7. Tripled is 21.
Triple is 21. And then the crit for the 21, or that's all included there?
Oh, you're right. We crit for the, oh my gosh. Yes, it's 40. It's 42. Thank you for catching me on that. There's so many. Yes, you're absolutely right. Oh man, get out of here. All right. So yeah.
No, the ship's gonna get out of here.
All right. Minus 42. All right. Fantastic. So now is the time, since you have
42 is the answer to everything. So that's 42. Even
life, the universe. Wow, we're hitting all the math numbers.
All right. So
this
now
is D&D bingo.
And we just
you're like really lucky. I don't know. Maybe those new dice really have something to it. All right. We are going to now roll for initiative with our ships. Because you have fired, unless there's some kind of bonus action you'd like to do. But all right. So responsible for rolling our
is me for my ship.
Yep. You are rolling initiative.
Because that's my initiative bonus added to that.
Yep, absolutely. And then I'm gonna roll for these guys. These are my little longboats. Oh yeah, listen. I got it. I don't need calculators. I have these guys. All right.
18 for the flagship.
18 for the flagship. All right. Oh, well, it's not the Draken, that's for sure.
The main reason I took a look at it is because it's my AC.
Mm-hmm.
And for a warlock, I've got bomb AC.
Bomb, you say? Bomb? Oh, shoot. Throwing things.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. Bomb, bomb, bomb.
I'm so excited. All right. And that is my... Sorry. I know this is... We never really get this into... It's 11. Okay. So 14. All right. All right. So, and what did you say Wolf's Creed got? The highest for sure.
18 is the initiative.
Okay. All right. Yep. So Wolf's Creed is going first, even though they just fired. Well done, guys. Bitter End's going next, and then we've got our two flagships. Bracken goes first, and then Draken. All right. So again, this is just sort of to get an idea. You guys are on the ship. If there's something specific you would like to be doing, we will just kind of go back and forth with you guys while the ship that you are on is in its turn and rotation. Does that make sense? Awesome. So we have fired upon the ship. I'm going to say that the ship itself, we're going to have our gunner, Belle Phoebe, reload, which is, again, it's sort of like arming yourself. It's going to take another turn. She's going to be reloading into that cannon. However, there all are small arms. So I am going to roll for the small arms. So I rolled a 15, which does hit the bitter end. And the small arms do 1d8 worth of damage. For everyone following along at home. So that is 3. So they're going to fire and take 3 as they smash little tiny cannonballs into the bitter end there. All right. Anything you gentlemen would like to be doing?
Yes.
Yes.
So let me go first here. So I have a special little wand.
Okay.
From Paolo that I picked up much earlier in my journeys. It's
Okay.
the wand of coral.
I'm not. I don't know what this is. Wait.
Yep. So it's a bit of a DM specialty of sorts. So what it actually does, you can kind of tweak and have fun with a little bit. But what it's basically I'm able to do with it also, if I point it out and out, coral. Yep. It can create walls of coral.
Okay.
And stuff like that. It's come in real handy on Cecil when we was being chased by the salamanders in the volcano mountain. I put up a wall of coral and a salamander got stuck in the.
Okay.
Helped us get away. I'm going to use that with our second 21 because we each had one.
Yeah.
To bring forth a giant wall of coral against the opposing enemy ship. To pseudo immobilize it / hinder its movement by bringing it right up against the hull.
Okay, so you're going to keep it from turning, is what you're saying, from doing a come about?
Yeah, I want to restrict or limit its maneuverability to gain prime firing advantages against us.
All right, so explain to me how big that wall of coral is going to be.
Well, there's no real stats, so
okay,
you can use DM discretion with the 21. What seems fair and fun?
I will put it up the entire length of the side of the ship. You did 21 that. That's pretty good. And that will keep it from doing a come about. So that's going to be, how big is this? I have it over here. So it's a 100-foot, 125-foot ship. So that's a 125-foot wall of, and I'm putting it on, I know I don't have action cam, but just know that on my grid it says Carl. Wall of Carl. All right. Excellent. Well done. You have to grapple it. I could grapple it.
So that's my action.
Sweet. All right. That's fun and thematic.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I got that wand too.
Yeah.
But I gotta then have to like, I'm like, oh, I gotta tell you what. I think I almost have that same mug that I just got for Christmas, or a similar dragon mug. Yeah, same make and whatnot.
Cheers. We both got Christmas presents.
Traylon, you're up.
Yes. Well, since I still have for up to 10 minutes until my concentration breaks, my shape water ongoing, instead of redirecting the flow of the water under the ship, I am now going to divert its energy to part water directly under the other ship. This creates a trench that extends across the spell area 100 feet by 25 feet. The water in that space drops 25 feet as if I part the seas.
Okay. So it drops and it's 100 feet across.
It's 100 feet long, 25 feet across, 25 feet deep.
Okay. So the dimensions of our ship, do you want it in front of or directly under the ship?
Like right under the ship.
Okay. So the dimensions of our ship are 125 feet. So that's going to
tip either the ass or the forward end into a giant hole in the
That's
water.
what I'm saying. So if you put it directly under, you're going to have a little sticking out on either side.
Right, a little bit sticking out on each side. So let's drop the ass end of the ship into the trough.
That way.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to go down.
Pointing up.
Okay. So it's going to drop. Let me just make my markings here in this much.
Which pretty much puts all its cannons below sea level.
Yeah, just that top little bit. You're not wrong. It is gonna dip in there. Let me see. 50.
And there's the giant wall of coral along one side of it too.
All right.
That means when the water fills back in, the water's gonna
just my free action.
What is your next action?
That. So my next action is going to be to pull my +1 artificer staff off my back, point it at the other captain, jump back a few feet, and click the middle button. Clicking the middle button casts Cloud of Static.
Okay.
So basically it's the same thing as Cloud of Daggers, except it's electricity.
This guy was so nice to you.
So, yep, little 5-foot sphere of electric charge forms on his space.
Okay.
He gets to dodge that with a... Let's see, where is it at? Oh, that's right. Because it's a cloud. There is no dodge. There is just 44 damage as long as he's in it. Just like Cloud of Daggers, there is no dodge. He could technically make a nat 21 dex save to avoid damage.
You know what? I'm going to try. Why not? Why not?
Because on this show, a crit save does avoid damage. No, I did.
Nope. Ow.
Yeah, so that is 11 lightning damage.
Ow. Ow. Oh,
that being a concentration spell.
Auto success is not a 21. That's considered a 19.
Not a 21.
Yep.
But I will hold on to that for the next roll.
That being a new concentration spell ends my water shape spell.
Mm-hmm. Which means water comes rushing in, filling that empty hole. Ship gets plummeted back up. Water's getting rushed against the wall, the coral wall.
Yeah, the whole end of that ship is just basically getting sandwiched in waves.
Okay.
Roll for tsunami.
Yeah, so I actually have something in here. I have a little little cheat sheet here for naval battles. So wind and movement is actually something that can happen if you're in the storm, if you're in. So I'm going to use this here for wind and movement. So it is and there's also point of sail, which is kind of another thing. But anyway, I'm just going to use this for my reference here. So that's going to be, I'm going to give that just a full-on heavy because that's enormous waves. So I'm going to roll a d6 for damage on that one. And that is 5. That is going to be 5. That doesn't sound like a lot, but that is 5 points using my movement, waves, wind over here. So, ow! It just broke off the back part of the ship. Darn it. Ow. Yeah, I know. Someone has been conspiring. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Actually, this just kind of worked out.
Yes.
Oh, really?
We didn't
Yeah,
talk
we
to each other about this at all.
You've brainwaved. No pun intended. Wow. That's crazy. This is you were kicking butt. All right. All right. So anything else that you guys would like to be doing on this turn? Yeah.
Well, we've each pretty much took our actions, so
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. So it is going to be that poor bitter end as everyone is just like soaked, thrown up against the rigging. Part of the ship is just cracked off. Ow.
so
All
now
right,
we're taking
so
on water.
they are probably taking on water in the back. Now, remember, this is, well, it was a really big spot, so you're not wrong. I will say that all of the 24 crew are bailing as fast as they can. Just, no. And actually, it would be 22 crew because 2 of our members are, one is actively getting his face electrified off, and the other one is probably standing there going, I'm not going to touch him. I don't want that to be me.
Sounds like a good time for Beverly to just, sneak up on them.
I miss Beverly very, very much. Wow. Yeah. So what they are going to do is while they are unable to come about in this moment, those who are not bailing, I'm going to have them take this turn to start loading both their small arms and their cannon, which is on the front end as well. Because there's really not much I can do because bailing water takes a lot. Which leads
probably a few of them needed some deck saves, maybe even some con saves after the roller coaster ride, dropping and rising.
Yeah, right.
Roll for Earl.
Roll for what?
Earl. Earl's visiting all of them. Seasick.
Yeah, you know what? So this is a giant ship. It does have a negative dexterity. So yeah, you know what? Let me just see how it does. So it's a 17 minus 3, 16, 15, 14. So it didn't, it kind of made a dex. What do you think?
The ship did a pretty good deck save.
Okay. It's taken on water. We'll revisit it because I don't think those waves are going to stop anytime soon. All right. So we've got the Bracken, and they're going to fire their small arms, or they'll load their small arms this time. And the Draken as well is also going to be loading its small arms. And I'm going to have them both move in the amount of feet for their turn. So they are also up by that coral wall. They were flanking you. Now they are up against that coral wall. Just so we're all, again, I don't have a... Oh, I really can't lift it. I was trying to lift it up to show you, but there's too many pieces. All right. We are back to the Creed.
Quick DM question.
Yes.
These combat rounds, since a lot of them are ship-based, I imagine
Yes.
they take a lot longer than a normal individual combat round because of the time it takes to do complete actions on a ship.
I don't have it taking longer on this just for clarity and ease of making this happen on live.
Yeah. I was just wondering, just because of timings with ritual castings and spell actions and stuff like that, how
Right.
long does, because
Yeah.
for a ship to move and come about, that takes a lot longer than
Sure.
2 seconds, which is what a normal ground combat round typically is.
Yeah, 6 seconds in a round. Yeah.
Sure. I guess if we do naval combat in the future, I will take that into consideration. For now, I have it down here as just one round. Treat it as a normal round because everyone on board each of the ships is counting as their own. It's all one round happening simultaneously. I totally see what you're saying. I'm using a cheat sheet that I got from a creator, and they do not have anything on that, but that is a really good idea, and I will keep that in mind for the future.
All right. What you got, Traylon?
Well, what are we having the ship do? It's just doing its reloading round. Oh, we lost our DM.
Stand by, folks, while we get the DM to reload back in.
Evelyn says we get to level up.
What? Sorry about that, guys. All right. I have no idea what happened. Oh no!
Motion's been made. Motion's been seconded.
No.
All in favor?
No. All right. Well, you know what? Let's see. If you beat the ship, you can level up. How about that?
If that's just all right. You heard it here, folks. We're all leveling up at the end of this.
So here's a neat trick, Argrax. How about I guiding bolt their ship?
Okay.
That way, every attack against it gets advantage. So I'm assuming the ship would count as 2 sizes larger than me.
At least.
Yeah.
At least. So 3 sizes would give me a +3 on that. And then I'm going to use my wheel because I rolled terribly. Unless auto success hit. Never mind.
Yeah.
Auto success hit. Okie dokie. So that's 4d6 radiant damage. So that's 11. And it now grants advantage to everything that attacks it for until the end of my next turn.
How much damage was that? I'm sorry.
11.
11. Ow.
Thank you, Evelyn.
All right. Oh, now I do recall that as the DM, I also have an advance or auto success for something that I do next. But Argrax hasn't gone. So.
Yeah, let's see here. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
I got so many spells and all that here now, too, so... If I just had the ability to learn one of the spells that's in my inventory, oh, I'd be so on.
It's like a buffet of pain. Just selecting anything at all.
Oh, I wish my warlock was capable of learning that fireball spell that we've picked up along the journey. But I'm not that type of warlock that has the ability to pick up fireball.
I can't cast it either. We got a whole bunch of scrolls we can't cast.
Yeah, all of the scrolls that we got are all stuff that's all not in our School of Magic.
Really?
Yeah, we had 2 cleric scrolls, and all the rest were wizard or sorcerer.
Oh, that was not done on purpose.
Cleric? Yeah, there's nothing. There's like nothing for that. That's within because we're charisma based, and everything else is the opposite school.
Oh, well, that was in a random generator, so maybe I won't randomize the treasure chests from now on. I didn't specify.
All right, I'm gonna witch bolt.
Ooh. Okay.
So that is going to be, we're going to roll this brand new D20 I got. That's a 9, but I have +8
Okay.
to all magic castings. So that's a 17
Okay.
against the ship.
That does hit.
Yeah. And let's see, we got 4d12 damage. So that is 25.
25. Ouch.
25 lightning damage,
Ouch.
striking the ship.
Ouch. I can imagine.
Just in case, you could roll advantage on that, Argax. Just in case you crit.
Oh, yes. Actually, let me go ahead and swap out a different die for that.
I just imagine just splintering wood. Just
That's a
exploding.
15 plus 8, so.
All right.
Not a critical, but.
Ow. Ow. At this point as well, I will mention that cannons have been loaded with the Dragonfire. So Belle Phoebe is going to take her opportunity, just since we're all on board this one ship at the moment. She's going to take her opportunity to fire. And that is an 8, which does not hit. Oh, no, I have an auto success. That's right. So yes, that does hit. And that is a roll. So a roll of I already got an auto success, dude. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So, okay, let's not even do math. Last time that happened, that was a 42 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, it's Pirates of the Caribbean. I just imagine there's just like the bosun is just walking down the very wet staircase as it explodes around him. They're still bailing out the pieces. +5 as well. Oh my gosh. All right, so that's 42 plus 5 is 47. That's 47 points of damage.
That's actually 10.
Yeah, the plus
Because
5
the
would be
crit
double.
Is double, yeah.
All right, so that would be hang on. So it was 42 plus
52.
10. 52.
So what do we call it when we blow up a ship? Tan mist?
I mean,
Christmas, shipmas.
Shipmas. Merry Shipmas, everybody. Beige mist.
Beige mist.
Hey, I'll ship that.
Sawdust.
Actually, yeah.
Which also majorly sucks because at this next roll, the bitter end is also still in those waves. So I am going to roll again at the next level down on that wind and movement because I feel like they've lessened a bit. They're still going to take damage the minute that their roll starts. But I will ask our poor Bjorner, who is getting electrified in the face. One round has passed. Has that ended, or is he able to step out of it at this point?
He can move. He has an action. Yeah.
All right, so he's going to step out of that and start making his way to jump in the water.
Okay.
I don't think he's got enough movement to get all the way there, but ow! As is his first mate. They're both making to jump off. As would I. All right.
Is he walking past any of us?
He's walking past Decius for sure. So I guess Decius would get a bonus action, wouldn't he? Thanks for reminding me. Let's kick his butt. I guess, where are you guys standing at this point? You were on the, hang on, I got this. You were both on the starboard side?
Yes.
Okay. You're within 50, actually, you're within 25 feet of him, if there's something you'd like to do as a bonus as he runs past. Because Decius
I don't have any bonuses I can do.
So Decius has his quarterstaff, which he always has in his hand. So I'm going to roll for him. And that is a 6 to hit, which does not hit the captain, but it also does not hit his first mate. He tried. Took a swing at him as they went by and missed. See, it's the Wolf's Creed. So, anyway.
All right, let's see.
I don't have any ship minis. I didn't get any, so I have to play with little pieces of paper that are exactly the right size of my grid.
So you said we was each within range to also get an opportunity?
You're within 25 feet, yes.
Is that melee only or attack, or can we do a spell as a?
I would say just melee as a bonus, right?
Okay. Let's see here.
And as it's theater of the mind, really, truly. You get a little ship, get painted real nice. I might do it anyway, just for fun after the fact. Oh man, just some guy. Yo, if you guys paint minis, I think that's like the coolest skill in the world. If you guys want to throw them up on the Discord and show off your stuff, you're always welcome to.
Actually, you know what? Hey, I'll use my breath attacking on them.
Oh, perfect. Oh, what a good idea. All right, yeah. More dragon fire for dragon fire. It's just dragons all up in this.
Yeah. Acid breath.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Oh
and I would like to position the 5 by 30 foot line in the way where I'm breathing acid on him and his buddy.
Yeah, totally. They're both running next to each other. I will absolutely go for it.
They need to make saves.
Okay.
Dexterity.
1 made a 16. Would that work? The other is a 6.
Okay, saves 13, so half damage for success.
Okay.
And it is all right, I need. All right, we've got
Auto failed a 16. Quad, Kevin.
So that means they both fail.
Blood.
And they're both taking 12 acid.
Ouch. Man. All right, and that is... Ouch. All right.
And that's me.
Are they dead yet? No, they're not, but we'll get there. All right.
All right. And now it's me?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to have some fun with this. So I'm going to fire another guiding bolt at El Capitan, who jumped in the water.
Oh, well, yeah. Go for it.
And that is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So the 46 radiant he takes from that is 14. Is he alive?
Well, yeah.
Okay, great. Then I'm going to run and dive over the side. And as my bonus action, I'm turning into a crocodile.
Stop. You guys are menaces. Tell me all about it. This is insane. Hang on, let me math how not alive he is at this point. All right, go on.
That's it. I just turned into a crocodile.
Oh, right, because you're
landing on him as a crocodile.
Right. I gotcha. Okay. Wow. He smiled at you. That was his problem.
Tick,
raw
talk,
turkey.
Tick, talk, tick, talk, tick,
Yup.
talk, tick,
Oh my
talk,
gosh.
pick.
And you're giving me Pan flashbacks from Into the Feywild. Landing on him head first. Yikes. All right. So before I can do anything with the bitter end here, I am going to say that they are going to take that second level. This is really cool, by the way. If anybody ever wants to like check this out, somebody made this really cool chart for sort of like a homebrew naval battle, and I really appreciate them doing it. So they're going to take oh, this is also 1d6 of damage. Yeah, I'm rolling the wrong thing. Okay, so that's going to be 4. Take another 4 damage from those waves that are crashing them up against Carl, which I'm assuming is still there. And even if they're not, they're still in the heavy winds. So, all right. So that's right. 4. So, they have loaded all of their cannons. So they are going to fire the 2 small arms that are on their starboard side. And they are going to use their turn to attempt a come about by reversing. So they're going to kind of get themselves backed up to turn forward. But in the meantime, their starboard cannons are just the small arms, so they are going to fire at you. So let's see if they get you. My friends.
Ooh.
I'm so sorry. That was not intentional.
That's it. Summon Beverly, dude.
Hang on, there's small arms. Hang on.
If only I had another 4th level spell slot. She'd already be on that ship if I had one.
That's going to be 2d8s of damage against your ship. So, okay, that's 2 and 7. So that is going to be 9 damage on the Wolf's Creed, which is taking damage for the first time. It's okay.
It's got to roll. Oh, yeah, that's the 21, right?
Yeah. So actually, that would be 18, wouldn't it? Uh-oh.
I like this.
You're still alive. It's okay. Let me do some math here.
And the last damage against our ship.
That would be amazing. All right.
Yeah, because otherwise everyone else has to hit really, really, really good to the...
Is this... Can you do +5 to HP? I can take 5 damage off.
You'd be taking 5 away from... if you're looking to take -5 from
-5. Yep, I can do that. So that would be 13 damage instead. Absolutely.
And that minus is before your double.
Oh, is it? Okay. So that would be 8. Thank you. I did know that.
Yes, because the modifier is on the base number and then you multiply.
Gotcha. All right. Sweet. The other thing that has been happening, as the ship is kind of turning, fired its small arms at you. There's which one is he? Our bosun on board of the bitter end. He's a wizard. And he's not too happy. He is going to teleport himself onto your ship.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Okay.
Damn it. Yeah,
oh, sorry. We're both clicking it at the same time. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, he's going to be all ready to go to give you a little taste of your own medicine over there. But yeah, he's going to appear. I'll say on the starboard side where you guys are. For sure. But that is everything I've got for Bitter End at this point. We've also got Bracken and Draken. They have loaded up their small arms. So I'm going to roll for them.
Ooh.
So my nat 21 is going to be for the ship, the Bracken, which is that long ship. So they are going to be able to 1d8. So that's 2 points plus it's doubled. So it's going to be 4 points of damage. They're going to fire on the bitter end. And the little cannon's going to go right through one of the sides of the hole that was already taking on water. So that's going to be 4 total. And then Draken, let's see how they do. They are going to also try to fire their small arms. And they rolled a 10, which does not hit Bitter End. Bitter End has something called heavy armor, so their AC is much higher. So, thank you, Bundy. Thank you. You guys are just sucking up. You can do that. I appreciate it. It works. But so that's about everything that they're going to be able to do. They're not going to take their movement just yet because the bitter end has not moved far enough away as they're trying to turn. So I'm going to just leave them where they are. And you guys can also, at any point, if you want them to move, you can just whisper it to Sigrid. She can make the call. They can get closer. They can get further, whatever you guys want to do. Just so you know, you have 2 little flanking, like little dogs coming to bark at you. I dropped one of my ships, so I keep leaning over. But go on. We are back to the Creed at this point.
And now we have a wizard aboard.
You sure do.
I assume he's at least
Dragon.
level 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which
At least.
He's got that spell.
I don't know what spell you're talking about.
He'd have to be level 5 to have that spell
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is level 5. Yeah, because
it's a level 3 spell.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yes, kill the wizard. Wizards must die.
I mean, I got some stuff that can take care of that as long as I have some patronly guidance. If the need arise. I just wish warlocks could have more than just 2 slots.
I've got Oh, well, thank you, Kara.
Okay.
I guess I don't need my cosmic omen on this roll.
Sawdust. He's going to be... Everyone who dies on a ship is sawdust now. They're not pink mist. They're sawdust.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Whereabouts is that wizard at?
So he's going to be on the starboard side toward the stern. So he's within... he's going to be within 25 feet of you as well.
Oh,
I placed him.
okay. Yeah, it's good as long as this one reaches 60 feet.
Oh, yeah.
So, banishment.
Oh.
I'm casting banishment on the wizard.
Okay.
It's normally a saving throw, but fortunately, especially since this is a charisma save and whatnot, that 21 is going to be applied as the failing save of the wizard. Since there's no roll to hit for my spell, so
I see. I'm following your logic.
The reverse on it to apply is the negative for his save. So crit failing his save on a banishment.
Okay.
Well, Kevin, save that crit for whoever's going to need the next. So all right. You attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. The target of that save must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. If the target is native to that plane of existence, you're on. Oh, you know what? I'm going to banish him to this new place that I've heard tell of, the Under Hell. verse.
Well, that's going in my notes.
Well, he's not going to be there when we get there.
Oh, you might find a skeleton, though. It would be really funny if you did. Okay. Well,
I mean, it is a crit fail on the save, so maybe he does die while he's there for the time.
careful, Kara. Just there might be some on this. No, you know what? No one will defend it. It's fine.
Okay, so wizard resolved.
Yeah, resolved is the word. He just like no special fancy, just gone, poofed into.
I gave him the virus treatment.
Yeah. It's okay. You don't have to save face, Kara. I'm just messing with you. All right. Yeah, so there goes your wizard. You're right. For sure.
Otherwise, I could have held on to counterspell him, but I'm like, you know what? Let me. The crit was dropped. I'm like, oh yeah, I can use the crit for his fail to save on a banishment, and poof, he gone. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, cheers. Heck yeah.
See, this is my mug.
That is so funny.
Same fire. We have just a different one of the different models from each other.
Cheers, everybody. Actually, you know what? I know we're kind of in the middle of a roll here, but since we just cheers, and we are just about at that time, I'm going to take a little pause here as we're enjoying our beverages. I really do want to hear some confessions so far. Genuinely. Let's see what we've got.
This Brotherhood of the Fang, it seems like they've already been defanged. They don't stand much chance here. I got the Wall of Coral. I don't know what Sigrid's been doing this time here, except looking important. But you know what? She's her. Well, we'll see what happens. But that wizard, like could fireball? No, take your fireball to hell. Where hell that entire existence gonna fireball you? Bye.
Tick tock, tick tock. I just hope I don't get any of his leather straps stuck in my back teeth.
Ooh.
Tick tock on the clock.
Yeah, I'm assuming, I didn't make this clear from the start, Sigrid is just doing her very best to look important and to pretend that it's her saying all of the things that these guys are doing. I'm going to cast this. She's like, you should cast this. I'm the captain. Yay. But yeah. So before we do anything else, I know just about all the holidays are over unless you are actually celebrating the 12 days of Christmas. I think all of our holidays. No, Kwanzaa is still going on, I believe. But it is coming to an end. We are getting to the end of the year. But I'm still feeling festive. So I am going to do a Christmas giveaway. I didn't change the lyric, so I'm just going to say the lyric here. I just realized I did not type the new one in. If you have not played yet, this is going to be our last Christmas. We have one more prize to give away. So we have given out all of them. We are going to hear a lyric. I'm just going to say it, and then you guys are going to type it into the comments. Now, it's not necessarily the first person who answers. I'm going to do the entirety of the commercial break, then I'm going to jump back onto the comments. Whichever is the first comment that I see with the right answer, the correct lyric, that is who is going to be selected as our final Christmas winner of the season. It's a final game. It's a final Christmas. We just got a lot of cool stuff coming in 2024. So I have to think of a good one. Hang on. So, yeah, all right. Yeah. So, no, you know what? I don't like that one. I like this one. Christmas time is here. Happiness and cheer. Finish lyric. All right. Gotta go with some peanuts to finish out the year, you know? All right, so type that into the comments if you know the end of that lyric. Finish that lyric for me, and then I will see who has won when I click back on. In the meantime, we got some cool stuff here. We have our sponsors for tonight. We've got, as always, Mavs Mobile Mercantile, a whirlwind of whimsical merch awaits you at Mavs Mobile Mercantile, where you can find stickers, magnets, mugs, and more with incredible and hilarious imagery made by our very own Mab Just. Mab, she is spectacular and fantastic. We also have Whimsy Grotto. That's run by Nat21's very own Kitty Chaos. And this shop has the cutest, most whimsical merch. Absolutely amazing art, jewelry, and more. Visit whimsygrotto.com to see your own stuff. Destination D&D has a D&D tour in England, June 2nd to the 7th of 2024. This is at Muncaster Castle. This was awesome last year. I know that we went to Scotland and England, not just England, but it was such a special event. Everyone had such a wonderful time. It was, you can't imagine how beautiful this part of the world is unless you visit. And the best way to visit is to tour by day and play D&D by night with all of your channel favorites. So yeah, visit rentadventures.com for more details. Find out how to get over there yourself. We also have Little Empires tabletop gaming supplies. Longtime and beloved sponsor, Little Empires. Lots of fantastic options for all your TTRPG needs. Visit them on Etsy.com to see what they've got. We also, I know you guys already knew about our new dice. We've got them in purple and green. I do want to draw your attention, though, to the fact that we are going to be having some really cool new merch as well. It's getting worked on. It will not be ready for the 1st of January, but it will be ready very soon. We got some really cool stuff coming. So keep an eye out. I'm so excited about this. I saw a draft of something earlier today, and I made a really embarrassing squeaky noise. I was so excited. So shouldn't admit that, but that's exactly what's going on. Definitely be sure to check out our shop. And we'll update you on when that's happening, but just keep an eye out. It's going to be amazing. Last thing, we already talked about this, but the Underworld is coming. And now we already have a little Easter egg for the Underworld. We've got a dead wizard hanging out as a skeleton. That'll be fun. But if you haven't yet become a Patreon subscriber, I don't need to tell you, this is absolutely the best time. Speaking of the new merch, we've got a really great thank you to our Patreon subscribers who are active in January of 2024. We do have something very special for you because we are grateful for each and every one of you. But alongside of that, that's just a little sweet little present that we have. We also have some really, really cool stuff, monthly AMAs with some of our channel favorites, talking about all kinds of cool stuff. I do have confirmed that in January, we're going to be speaking with May Hemmer all about cosplay and her amazing costuming, how she puts them together, her inspiration for them, all that kind of stuff. I'm so excited for this one. We'll be sharing tips and tricks and ideas, and then you can ask her literally anything you want to know about cosplay, costuming, and her creative process. We have monthly contests where you get really cool stuff. Our last winner for December won, I think it was the Yule Tarot deck, I think. But there's some really cool stuff. So all in all, make sure you visit patreon.com/nat21adventures to learn more. And what started me on this lovely journey here was these cups. So the most important fact of all is that we could not be here every single month doing nonsense like this without you folks. So it is thanks to your support and viewership that we can swashbuckle and create sawdust like we've been doing. So here's to each and every one of you. Huzzah.
Huzzah.
And let's find out who won. Yes, glorious, all the Patreon saints. Ha ha. All right. Who won? One for all the children call. I saw Quad Kevin first. All right, Quad Kevin, you have won our final Christmas. So congratulations. There were some right answers. I scrolled up and sort of just whichever was the first one I saw. So congratulations. We are back in it to win it. And by win it, I mean lose it on my end, but you know, we'll see what happens. There was a strategic reason why I stopped where I stopped, because the next thing that could possibly happen has to do with a crocodile. And I knew I wasn't going to be emotionally prepared to do a commercial break after that. So yeah, go ahead.
Yep. So there's a splash near that captain, and
Yeah.
let's see. My attack against him is going to be a 16 to hit.
Okay. That does not hit.
That doesn't hit. Oh,
that does not hit our captain. I'm so
add
sorry.
a D6 to that. How about a 19?
And Quad Kevin's giving you advantage as well. Yeah, that does hit. Go, yeah.
So I will check off my final omen for the day. But that does hit. So that is not a huge amount of damage. It's only a D10 plus 2, so only 5, but he is automatically grappled.
Oh, and he's in the water.
And restrained.
Wow.
Blop,
Okay.
Blop,
And I still have a move action to swim straight down 40 feet.
Oh my god. Okay.
I can hold my breath for 15 minutes. I doubt the captain can.
Oh no, he can. He cannot. Yeah, that is the worst way to go. To just get eaten in one swift bite would have been a lot better than this absolute hellish fate that he is now suffering. What are you read?
Wait a minute, this isn't like Placid.
It's the Meg. It's coming to get you.
Yeah, I can't be a giant crocodile. I'm limited to challenge rating 1 creatures.
Wow.
I'm not a moon druid.
All right. I will mention that on this turn as well, you've got our fantastic gunner, our big, strong half-orc that's probably related to Loon at this point. We're going to have to ask her that. She is going to be loading the large cannon and the small arms during this round. Reloading. All right. Anything else, guys?
We've each cast our actions. As what's the status of the ship section? Is it in a reload or a fire phase right now?
So our Wolf's Creed is in a reloading round right now, filling everything with the Dragonfire. The Bitter End has reloaded their ships, I believe, and they are currently doing that come about. I'm actually going to do a roll for them to see if they have come about since they backed up. But yeah, the Wolf's Creed is all set. So, all right. So Bitter End. You know, I had a note here to what I wanted the wizard to do, but I guess I don't have to start there, do I? I'm going to roll.
What would he have done out of curiosity's sake?
Just a little bit of a firebolt. Just a little one. Or a big one. I don't know. You don't know now. He's dead in the underworld. All right. So this wind and movement here, I'm going to go down to the next level because the waves have been subsiding and they did back up. So I'm going to take that. That is a 1d4 of damage here with those waves. And that is a 2. I'm going to take 2 more points of damage just from that wind and movement. Thanks a lot, Mr. I'm going to part the Red Sea. Darn it. All right. And then what's also going to happen is I'm going to roll for a come about. The come about is if the roll is successful, it is 2 extra points of dexterity. Or 2 points of their dexterity roll check to rotate. And this big ship does have a -3 to its dexterity. So let me see how well they come about. So 12. So no, they did not fully come about, even with that +2. So there you go. All right. They have loaded their cannons and small arms. Now, like I said, they did not come fully about, so they are still not able to fire their cannons on you, but they can fire their small arms. So, all right. There's so many moving parts to this. Who decided to set this on the water? All right, so that is a. Does the 6 hit your ship? They miss. Wow. All right. You know, I don't know what to say. That was really bad. And the wizard is gone. And yeah, you know what? They're just gonna keep their cannon fired and just work on trying to do the thing they were trying to do in the first place. Bracken and Draken, however, are going to use this turn to. They fired last time. They're going to be reloading their small arms. Remember, they do not have dragon fire on those long boats, but they do have small arms. And then actually, I am going to have them moving past the Carl, if that's all right with you guys. Does that sound like a plan?
At this point, the water's pretty much settled.
Right, yeah, because it's come down. So even if they do take that next level of damage, it's not going to hurt them too much. And I don't think at this point, with the bitter end backing up, failing at its turn, failing at its firing, you are not going to keep those 3 kobolds from just going, for the queen, for the queen, for the queen, for the queen, and just rowing out to them. So,
oh, yeah, that's why I need to look up here.
Yeah. All right. We are back to you guys. You just got little guys. For the queen, we're going to take them out. Oh yeah, I should probably do it on this end. All right. Cannons have been reloaded at this point. Oh, hi, Kathy Evans. Yes, they have been reloaded. Okay, so the cannon has been reloaded. So the first thing I'm going to do is have Belle Phoebe firing onto their end. The cannon with the dragon fire. And that is a 12. Again, I keep rolling 12s. And that is going to miss, actually. Unless anybody wants to help out there. +5. That is going to hit. So 12, so that's a 17. So a roll of 17 or higher does double that damage. So that damage is going to be 1d10. And we're going to double that. So that's an 8 doubled, 16. Awesome, amazing. Thank you, Kara. Oh, this ship is coming apart at the seams, let me just say. Woo!
All right, I know what I'm doing.
All right, yeah, you guys go for it, because they've got small arms as well, but I'll let you guys jump in if you want to.
Well, I can keep chomping on Captain Under the Water. Another 5 damage from my teeth.
Ow.
And I'll bring him another 40 feet deeper.
Okay. Okay. Ow. He's not. You could probably just leave him. He's not going to make it out of there.
Yeah, he's not going to make it out of there, but I don't want to let him go and give him a turn. I'm going to let him go on my next turn, but not now.
Okay. Blondie, are you sure you want to use it for this? Because that's 80 feet under the water. I know. I agree with you.
It'll take him 4 rounds to get back to the surface.
Yeah.
Actually, at this point, that far down, you could just also take your movement and
Actually, it took him 8 rounds to get back to the surface.
And swim him right into the wall of coral under the water, where he'll be concussed, underwater, and severely bleeding out.
He probably is already with the bite marks, but yeah.
Which means he's just our chum.
Yeah, you could fish with him.
There's always a bigger fish.
Blondie. The sadism. I'm scared of you, but I love it. All right.
He lives with her.
Yeah.
All right. So I am. I'm going to skywrite.
Oh, okay.
Noticing that the ship is on its last legs.
Yeah.
I'm going to skywrite and put a message up into the sky as a morale booster / omen, whatnot. I'm going to write, all hail the Wolf Queen Sigrid Hafson. And that way it's seen by all as a rally cry for our people, a omen for the Brotherhood of the Defanged.
The defanged, yep.
So that's I'm going to be doing that, and that's going to be up for an hour.
Nice. All right. Sounds good.
Courtesy of Rituals Learned.
I was going to also mention that the that first mate will have made it to his ship by now. He's not stopping to help his buddy, but at the same time, there's not really much of a ship to get to, so I don't think it's important to bring it up. I just saw my note over there. Yeah, that's terrifying. And as you do this, there's been a change on the bitter end. A lot of the Fang members are still trying to bail out the water. They're still, some of them like have their hands on their cutlasses, like ready to see what happens next. Some of them are like to save some of the cargo on board. But I would say a good handful of them are just like, there's kind of no point. So they're looking up at the sky, just terrified. When they read this, you can just see it in their faces like, oh, this did not go the way we wanted to. And though it's sort of out of character for a Brotherhood member to sort of become any kind of turncoat, so it's not like they're like, oh, for the queen, you know, you're not going to see any of those white flags raised or anything just yet. You do seem to notice that they're just like, oh, we messed with the wrong folks here. It's very like...
Our DM kind of learned that some too.
I could have just stayed in the alleyways picking pockets. I could have not been here today. This is great. This is exactly how I wanted to go out. Cool. But yeah. Oh boy. Well, I guess at this point we'll see if the ship has turned, even though it's kind of not worth it. Anyway. So they're gonna come about. So 14 plus, where's my guy? 14, that does make it. Okay, cool. And then they get 2 on their dexterity. Okay, so they are going to make that full turn. They did it with what little tiny bit of ship they have left. And their cannon is loaded. So as sort of this last-ditch effort to try and fire at you, they are going to set off their cannon. Their gunner is going to roll, just like our gunner has rolled, to see if they get...
Kara made it not matter for you.
Oh! You're not even going to let them get, like, one... They don't have dragon fire. I mean, yeah, good for you. I'm just letting you know. They don't even get to die with dignity.
Do I need to scroll back up to where it was for the last damage ever line, which came after the first damage?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what would your roll have been?
My roll was, which dice did I use? I don't remember which dice I used. I've got an 8 and a 16 sitting here and a 14. I don't remember which one I rolled because I have so many 21s in my little thing. I don't remember which one I rolled.
Because my AC is 18.
Oh, well.
As a simple, magic casting warlock, I've managed to, build up an 18 armor class.
Okay, you know what? I think it was the 16 one that was in here now that I remember. Maybe. I don't know. I can rewind the footage. Right? I'm going to rewatch this and go, oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, no, that's great. Thanks, Kara. Thank you. And I believe they are reloading their small arms because the cannon was not fired last time. So they don't even have small arms to fire. I'm going to make it so that one of their guys just throws his shoe. There's no reason for that. But he's going to throw his shoe at you.
Eldritch Blast. And
I'm going to see if it hits. It's a shoe. That's an 11. It doesn't. It just lands in the water and he throws himself overboard.
You throw like a girl.
He jumps overboard and he's like, I am a girl. Gender is meaningless in naval combat. I don't know. I want that on a bumper sticker. Anyway, yeah. Yeet. I don't know what else the bitter end's gonna do. Yeah, you know what? They're done.
Aptly named ship.
The bitter end. Now he's also crocodile bait. Have mamming. She would too. All right. So I have the Bracken and the Draken have made their movements. They have gotten up to the stern of the ship because they have gone around the Carl. They are each going to roll for that wind and movement, but they are down to D4 minus 1 each. 2 minus 1 is 1, so one takes 1 point of damage. And then 1 minus 1 is 0. So, okay, they didn't take a lot there. So, 16 and that one remains. Okay. And then I'm going to have the Draken, which is Bronze Chew, and his buddies, his ships. They're going to fire their small arms for sure. And it will be
What's
really
his reaction after seeing the message in the sky?
Oh, Bronze Chew and Doug, and oh my gosh, they have been chanting. So they have these are longboats. So they have 10 crew members specifically there just to row, 5 on each side. And they started a chant well before the skywriting, for the queen, for the queen, for the queen. And they're just partying it up, just like, for the queen, for the queen. They're just having the best time. Which is weird because I don't think Bronze Chew can read, but he just knows. And in the Bracken, you've got, what was that?
I like these kobolds.
I love these kobolds. I want to keep them for another campaign. They just happened to survive that bar fight, by the way, just so you know. This is not planned. They just happened to be the ones that lived. All right. They are going to fire those small arms, and the small arms are going to be 18. So that hits. And that is a 1d8 plus. All right, so that's 8 points of damage. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. The other ship also is going to be firing their small arms. It would be funny, though, if the kobolds just took out that ship. They didn't, but that would have been really funny. Okay. It is severely taking on water at this point. Now you have these longboats coming up very close to the hull and firing straight into it. So there's water coming in. You've just got your little guys now. They're also going to go, and that's a crit fail. So as the Bracken is rowing up to the bitter end to do specifically what the kobolds have just done on that end, they are so distracted by the photo queen, photo queen, photo queen, that they just smack their ship right into the other ship. I'm just gonna say that's
Ramming speed.
And I'm gonna have them just roll another one of those wind and movements for 1 point of damage. Ow! Well done, guys. Back to the Wolf's Creed. Finish him.
Who was there for special characters on board Bitter End?
Okay. Who is still there? Well, you've
We know
killed
they,
our
we know they have a gunner.
You've killed our captain. You've killed, well, our first mate he has not tried to get back on the boat. And you have killed our wizard. So there is a bosun, a gunner, and a carpenter still on board.
What's a bosun able to do?
So the bosun he's able to do something called a raise morale, which if he would like to, he can use an intelligence roll to see if he gets +1 to attack. The ship would get +1 if he wanted to use that.
All right. I'm going to Eldritch Blast the gunner.
Okay.
So we got a 9 + 8 on the first one. On the first beam, and the second beam is a 14 + 8 for a 22. And then that's 8 plus 11, so that's a 19 force damage to the gunner.
Ow! That's a lot. He's still alive, but oh boy. Yep. Ow. Yeah.
And, how far away is that ship and folks from us right now?
They are I have them in a 50-foot cube away from you because they have turned to face you at this point.
Okay.
All right. I am going to release the captain from down below and use a full move to surface, a full dash.
All right.
He's down there 80 feet down.
That's so horrible. That's like the worst.
In theory, he gets that opportunity slash as I leave him behind.
I guess
I don't know that he's got a sword or a knife or anything down there with it, but
he hasn't drawn it. So at this point, I'll just have him swing his fist at you. He does have cutlass on him, but he has not drawn it. It's a 16 to punch you.
A 16 would hit the crocodile. Yep.
Okay, so he's gonna try and just bop you in the nose on your way out as just a final F you.
He boops the snoot.
He boops your snoot. Darn it. And that's gonna be that's a fist. So that's gonna be 3 points of.
Oh, okay. I still have 30 temporary hit points, so I'm okay.
Okay, yeah, but he did boop your snoot though.
Great. He booped my snoot. I sneer at him and swim to the surface, leaving him 80 feet below water.
3 points of boop snootage. Yes, that's exactly. Wow. Woo. All right. I don't even know at this point. So remind me now. I'm not keeping proper track here. Our cannons are being reloaded. Our small arms are loaded. Correct?
No, you just fired the small
This
arms.
would be the reloading phase.
This
Yeah.
is the reloading phase. Thank
Everybody's
you.
going to
Sorry.
reload this time.
I'm keeping track of 4 ships. All right. Everyone's reloading, and the Bracken and the Draken are past the Carl. You guys are still on the other side of the Carl, and you are facing each other. All right. Wow. I'm surprised this ship is still in one piece. I'm like genuinely shocked. Let me see. Okay. So, like I said, they have fully come about. They are in the reloading. They have reloaded. That's right, because we couldn't even get that last. I love the washing machine. What is his name? Mr. Drippy? What's their what is their rag's name? They have like a pet rag, and they drench him in water. And
Mr. Wetums.
Mr. Wetums, thank you.
That's right.
I should have written in a Mr. Wetums.
Reload.
All right. They did not hit last time, so they are going to make another attempt. They're going to roll. I'm so lost. I'm not keeping good track of this. They fired their cannon last time. They did not fire their small arms last time.
Right.
They're going to fire their small arms. They were reloading their cannon because they missed last time. That's it. Yup. That's yeah.
Is it bad that I'm actually wishing I actually took at least a point of damage just to do something else?
I'm trying, guys. Don't drink and sail, guys. All right.
I'm going through my actions list. I'm like, ooh, I could do that, but I gotta take damage.
All right. So that is a 10 plus 2, so 12. That is. It's not going to hit again. The small arms don't hit. I am rolling, even with a plus 2. That is that's not going to happen. Wow. Moving on. I'm trying to think if I wanted. No. He's going to stay there. All right. Bracken and the Draken are coming up again. They are in their reload stage, but I'm going to use this turn to have them get even closer, as if they are going to board the bitter end. They are not quite there with their movement just yet, but I do have them using this turn to get right up close so they can start throwing lines over, so they can start, so they can start climbing on board if they need to. You're not keeping the kobolds from just jumping in, claws a-blazing. All right, Wolf's Creed. Wolf's Creed is doing great. Sigrid's having a blast, by the way, literally and figuratively. Decius is in his element, mind you, just ready to go. He is holding his quarterstaff, ready for anybody to try him, see if anybody swims over. And all right. By now, I'm sure Belphoebe has reloaded that cannon. Why is it that I keep rolling well for the Creed and terribly for the bitter end? I'm not doing this on purpose. All right, so actually that is a 5. So that is not going to hit unless someone wants to throw something in. But they still also, have we reloaded our small arms, right? We're back to round 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they're going to try for the small arms as well.
Advantage on the Dragonfire.
Advantage for the Dragonfire. I will roll one more time. I will use the same dice. Oh. Ooh. And that is a 13. Which does not hit. Have to beat an AC.
Does anyone have a +5 out there?
Everyone's tapped out.
Can anyone hear me?
Wait, they still have small arms. And there's not a lot of damage to still do. All right, let's see what they get. So that is a 9 to hit. Nope, it does not either. No. Get out of here. Well, on that note, the dragon fire comes rushing out of the mouth of that dragon, blazing, and it catches on the front end of that ship, which has now come very close. Since you are about nose to nose, bow to bow, almost touching over the coral. And being a splintered mess as it is, very wet splintered mess, but dragonfire does not operate like regular fire. Not only does the dragonfire explode the front end of that ship in a blaze of gunpowder, but there is enough sawdust, splintered wood, rigging, rope, canvas, that ship catches ablaze. And it catches fast. And it spreads its way across the upper deck, consuming everything in its path as the crew dives into the water to avoid all of the immense heat and chaos. Wow. Safe to say that the bitter end has reached its bitter end. Yeah. You'll go down in history.
I go over to the edge and I shout out, "Who pledges themselves to the Wolf Queen?"
Ooh. Would you please roll a persuasion? I will check on my surviving members here.
At this point, they're pretty disheartened, so I imagine something's got to have like an advantage for
But
them
remember,
being more inclined to be like, okay, yeah, these guys are good, you know, sort of.
They are members of this cult, though, this brotherhood. I will say it's going to take a lot. Let's see what you get. Oh, all right. Okay.
All right, and there's my advantage.
I was trying to keep it fair, but yeah, go for it. Not quite a cult, more of a corrupt vigilante system.
That one ain't gonna do, but let's see. This is what, persuasion? Oh, good. It's charisma. So that's a 16 plus 5. So that's a dirty 21.
Okay. So you have 9 crew members in the water right now. So I'm going to say roughly half of them are going to be convinced. And I'll give you the 5 over the 4. So you're going to have 5 crew members swimming your way.
Those 5 crew members, I'll go ahead and I'll ritual water walk on them. So now they can walk on water, while the ones that opted to not stay swimming while there's a big old crocodile in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, about that, to add flair and flavor, I was going to change shapes into a giant vulture and start circling.
That's really cool. Okay.
I needed an easy way to get back on the boat anyway. I figured I didn't want to climb.
Okay. Yeah. So you have 5 members convinced they would rather choose to desert than to die, because they've seen some of the horrible ways that their buddies have been killed. Good job, guys. The other 4, though, once you take an oath to the Brotherhood, you drink the Kool-Aid. So they're just going to be like, yeah. I will take this opportunity, however, for Bronze to grab an oar. I'm not rolling for any of this. He's going to start smacking at them just because he can. Yeah.
Maybe Sigrid would actually, order arrows on the remainder or something.
I'm going to say that she heard you whisper that to her, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna you, Belle, Phoebe, yeah,
Finish them.
Yeah, can you fire the arrows? Thank you. Can you get them? Yeah, you too. Pick up an arrow. Thank you. Yeah, get him. Or a bow or whatever. Yeah, that. It's been a long day. Yeah. I'm just gonna roll for our gunner here because she is a bit better at this than the others are. Let's see if she gets them. And that, my friends, is a beautiful, beautiful 21. Oh boy. Yeah. So she takes one of them out for sure, just straight through the eye. So now, and then there were 3. It's the vulture circles. And now is the time for you guys to decide. Are you killing off the rest? Are you leaving them to die? Are you trying to are you going to try and see if there's anything of value over there to abscond with? Are you going to move on, blow more things up?
Oh well, yeah. The 3 will then eventually become 2, become 1, become none.
Of course. We've got our gunner firing. Yeah.
Loot any available wreckage is still bobbing.
Okay.
As well as bodies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet.
Vultures may not exactly be built for it, but I could always dive into the water and see if I can swim into the wreckage as it sinks, and maybe there's something to grab.
As far as the bodies go, these are just like common folk that have signed up to be shiny vigilante people. They're not going to have anything on them specifically. Our captain is 80 feet down. We don't even know what he's got. I will say that you get some supplies for the ship. Come away with a couple of things. Definitely a couple of cutlasses are floating there before they sink. You can grab some of those.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe inside that captain's quarters in the aft castle.
Yeah, they've got some maps in there. Not a lot of like in the way of treasure. They are this massive organization. They're not pillaging or taking stuff with them. You get some maps, you get some navigational little tools and stuff. But other than that, just a couple basics, good things to have when you have a group of ships navigating the ocean.
Yep, I'll grab a couple of things in my talons and flap
We
them out.
blew it up, Evelyn. It doesn't exist. But yes, all right, awesome. So yeah, Traylon, you kind of abscond with those things. Where to next, friends?
Well, that's going to put a pretty big dent in the Fang there.
For sure.
To Ivar.
All right. Sounds good. So you have your ship. You have your 2 longboats. They're going to kind of keep track with you, keep rhythm with you, trying to get back to that final island, that 7th island. As you are traveling, Sigrid is actually making a big show of how she's the Wolf Queen, and believe it or not, everyone's buying it. She's got stage presence, that's for sure, which she makes up for that, what she lacks in brains sometimes.
Congratulations, you're another Dread Pirate Robertson.
Right? I am here, but you will not be here. And your discussion, especially with Decius, because he seems to have recalled that this had happened once before as a very little boy. The power of the folk hero is probably going to be very alive and well once more. You have basically done exactly what Jarl Hawk had done in the first place, which was to declare themselves the largest threat and the biggest, most exciting thing in that part of the world. And you are probably going to end up as folk heroes very, very soon, whether you like it or not. So, you have
Probably worth at least like 7,000 XP there.
You just blew up a whole ship. You took out like a huge faction of bad guys. And so you arrive back to the island where you meet back up with Ivar. And you tell him all of your various war stories there about how you defeated basically the Fang. Though the group still exists, to blow up their warship like that is enormous. And he sort of looks to you. By the way, also naming his granddaughter as the Wolf Queen puts a tear in his eye. He's so happy. He does put it to you, however, how you would like to proceed. Basically saying that the entire island that he is on right now can be a functioning city if you would like it to be. It can fade into obscurity if you don't want it. There are so many things that you can do, and at this point, everything is yours to do with what you wish. So what is it that you wish going forward?
I have a massive amount of treasure, Argrax. It would be nice to maybe study the star maps for a while and see how the omens change.
All right, we could settle down for a little bit, just
while.
to, and I would tell Ivar that we'll stay and help things kick off. Make sure everything's going good, as well as gives him the opportunity to also continue providing guidance for his granddaughter to be a competent folk hero.
Yeah, she can work on
and we'd be happy to assist and train with her that way when we do go ahead and depart for our next journey.
All right.
We know that the Source Lands will be in good hands for all the other times of the year other than Christmas in the Source Lands.
Oh, of course. That's when we all take out Santa. All right. Sigrid is currently very happy with the fact that she's got all the riches she ever wanted.
And I will promote the kobolds to lieutenants.
As you should. I will remind you, too, that you have on that other longboat, you had your captain was one leg, and he was one of the people that you met in that bar brawl. He has a lot of experience as a captain as well. He's an old sea dog, so he's going to be able to provide a lot of insight. Remember, you also have Belphoebe the gunner, who is like excellent with strategy and all things cannons and firing things and blowing things up. So you got a lot of good people there joining you.
Yep, we'll name all of them to the Council of the Wolf Den.
The Council of the Wolf Den. I like it. All right. You are rich people at this point. You building more ships? You taking it home with you?
During our time there, we will probably commission. We'll work with Destis to commission a reasonable ship for ourselves. Nothing too extravagant, nothing too basic. A very Goldilocks, but advantageous small ship for ourselves.
And what will you call this new member of the Wolf Den? This little ship of yours. Any ideas? I'm putting you on the spot. I just want to know.
I don't know yet. We'll have to get back. Well, once it's finished and built and
sure.
Oh,
Karis, I call it the Sammy Bird.
No, that's the figurehead.
The figurehead is a Sammy.
Yes.
So good.
Yep.
You know, maybe you'll find out the name when Argrax and Traylon continue on their next adventure.
Correct.
So you'll have to wait for that. So there's your motivation
I
to
will.
get these characters back out again.
Perfect. I love it. Well, I can say with a final parting word on this fantastic year-long adventure that we've had. Not only have you managed to take down, or at least show, the Brotherhood of the Fang just how much they are not as omnipotent and all-powerful as they believe.
They got crushed by 2 nobodies that just... How the heck did we end up in the Source Lands anyway?
You were at the port. Just in wrong place, wrong time. Or right place, right time. Not only have you reunited a granddaughter with her grandfather, not only have you reawakened a 50-year-old dream and become folk heroes, inspiring an entire nation of people to root for the underdog, or underwolf, I suppose. But you have absolutely uncovered the truth about Jarl Hawk and his buddy Ivar Hafson. So,
and hopefully we'll be able to put the little boy ghost at ease so he can move on as well.
Absolutely. That's a great, on your way back. Absolutely. All right. Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but thank you guys so much for joining us. We have officially concluded Escape from Jarl Island. This campaign has been a full year, and we absolutely have had a blast. At least I have. I want to thank you guys so much. And before we can even say goodbye at all, the most important part, we've got to do a couple of confessions.
You know, this Sigrid, she just might be able to make it. At least not, Grandpappy will definitely be able to put her in her place. This was, it was lots of fun. We was out the islands, and I got a very nice little bird friend now. Who's a good Sammy bird?
Looking at the stars, I see perhaps even new constellations forming. This part of Urt is now different than it was before. I think the Half-Sun family is going to do great things here and continue to suppress the Fang. So we can relax for a little while and enjoy our riches, and I'll be looking to the stars for my next adventure.
Well, like not having said I have to say thank you all so much for joining me for this one, and thank you so much for everyone who has followed along. Those of you who have made this game absolutely spectacular. I appreciate you all so much. And anyone who is unaware of this, although I'm sure you all are, if you would like to play in future games, patreon.com/not21adventures. Now is the time to jump in so you can get started right at the beginning of our next campaign, The Underworld. Oh gosh, guys, any parting words before we wrap up here? Personally.
This is great. Thank you. This is awesome.
Thank you so much. I can't thank you guys enough. This has been amazing. So, all right, we are going to, this is probably the last live stream we're going to have. Don't quote me on that, before the end of the year, which is Monday. So I suppose we'll see you all in 2024, friends. And as always, it has been a journey. Oh my gosh, I don't know this. When a regular 20 just won't do, you need a nat 20. Hang on. I did that to me last time. Nat 21. Have a wonderful rest of your year, friends. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I will see you on the other side. Bye.